What's going on, everybody? I see some new faces in here. See some old faces in here. Junkyard D, I hadn't seen you in one of my lives yet. Hey, Bruce, Wendy's here. Auto Salvage. Tom's here. Let's see, First Responder is the first one in tonight. How's it going? Mr. Layton's here. Auto Salvage. Okay, okay, wait a minute. There we go. I shut off my YouTube. Well, what's up, guys? Everybody doing good? Well, Tom, make a video. Make a video. I tell you the truth, I've been working so much. Um, I'm not prepared to give away the the custom plaque this week. I'm really not. Um, so maybe we'll do that next week. But I'm glad everybody that got their plaques last week got them. The only person I haven't heard from was uh, Jason. Jason didn't say if he got his plaque or not, so I don't know if it got lost in the mail or not. JB's here. Hey, JB, how's it going? And let's do this. Let's do the invite. And we'll take it over here. And we'll put it over here. Paste it up. Do it like that. And then I will pin message. I hate it when I get those messages. Did it not work? There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. Okay. It is pinned. So if anybody wants to come in and say hi and tell me how you're doing and what's going on, I hope everybody's seen the video from last week. How's it going, NSB? Red's running and driving, kind of. Yeah, I got to get a new battery for it. Yeah, Bruce is tired. I think everybody's tired. These 712s are kicking my ass. But like I said, I got home today, sat down in my chair. I'm sitting there for a minute. Went, oh shit, it's Monday. I got to set up my live. So I'm running a little behind. Like I said, I haven't prepared anything. So no custom giveaway this week, but I will next week. I promise, guys. Bruce's Mopar. Is going to be doing the plaque. He said he would donate that to whoever wins the challenge. I'm not sure what that's going to be. So I wonder if everybody wants to talk about Uncle Tony's race and Andy Woods' race. I just seen that video today. Not the way I thought it would happen. Bondo Billy's here. How's it going, man? I figured it'd be a little closer race. Andy said his truck wasn't running exactly up to par. And so we'll just see how it goes, see if they're going to race again. So I thought both cars were going to be a little faster than what they were. So it is what it is. Andy's a good guy. Uncle Tony is Uncle Tony. And I guess that's all we need to talk about on that. See Red back in the background, waiting on his battery. And yep, I can see that. Auto Salvage. Yep. Tony was on that light. He was gone. I think Andy may have been a little overconfident, but it is what it is. 67 there. It's 72 here. And it's getting muggy. It feels muggy out here in the carport tonight. I think I might be able to buy the Hemi for Copperhead here in about 3 weeks. So, well, the juice makes all the difference. It really does. I mean, if you build a motor for nitrous, you can just keep slamming at it until the pistons fall out the bottom. So, I mean, with a small block in the Aspen on nitrous, my car ran 620s. It's rated at 500 horsepower. The car weighed about 3,300 pounds, 3,400 pounds. It ran a 620 in the 8th. Michigan Muscle Car Garage. How's it going tonight? I think you were in my last live. I'm about horrible with names. Wow. 3rd live in a row, and I got 20 people in here. And I'm not even giving anything away this week. The link's up if y'all want to come on in. My week's been fairly boring. Just been working and working and working, and then working some more. So that's how it's been. Let's see. What do you say about Casper? I think Casper ran about a second slower than last time he ran it. I timed out the video and they both ran about low 7s. From what I can see in the video, which I thought both the cars, I thought they'd both be in the 6s. I really did. What's up, Barrows? Doing the dishes. Well, it is the 21st century or whatever, right? There's Bruce's daughter. How's it going? I hate saying your name because I always feel like I'm mispronouncing it. I really do. NSB, I think it's a little faster than that from what I can see on the video. If I could pull the video, slow it down, and section it off, I could figure out down to about the 10th. I do it with the street racers all the time. If I could snatch the video, I could figure out the times. But from looking at the counter, it looks like it's about a low 7. See, and that's why I don't say your name, because I screw it up all the time. I call you Chick or Bruce's daughter on these. They were telling me last time I was over at Bruce's that she was like, what was it, number 12 on rank 12, or was it higher than that on TikTok last year for what she's been doing. Man, it's going to be a sorry day when mine do. Be a real sorry day. But I got at least 5 more years of having a dishwasher, so it'd be good. I was thinking, Barrows, I need to make it back up there. I was thinking today how fun that trip was that me and my wife did last September, and that was a blast. Girl, I can't believe you're 40. That blows my mind. No, I have not seen Bill Me. I'm not sure who you are. Doesn't look like a real picture on the icon, so. But thank you for joining the live. I just sit here and talk, and everybody listens. Probably makes fun of me after the live. What's up, Four-Eyed Cuda? So, what else is going on this week? World's going to end in 2025? Fat IT guy. Is that Simon? William's on here. William, I've made it.
Hey, Travis.
What's going on, William?
Oh, doing good. Just put a Demon carburetor on the Charger, and man, is it happy.
So does that make it run 890s now? It's got a Demon carburetor on it?
I have no idea what it even ran before that. Yeah, it's actually a Barry Grant Demon too, so it's not a Holly Demon. So it's I'm very happy with it. I got a video coming out Wednesday.
Cool. I'll have to check it out.
So how's
the old truck running?
My truck not really running good right now. I think I've got a leak on somewhere between the runners on the intake, and it's kind of popping a little bit through the carburetor.
Oh, okay.
I picked up a 44 284 purple shaft cam at Indy, and I'm going to be installing that. So I figured when I install that, I'll just do the gasket then.
Yeah.
Until then, it'll be kind of sitting in front of my house.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully, it won't be too long before I get to that, though.
Did you see the video of Red running down the road?
I have not yet.
Oh yeah.
But I did see you post it, but I hadn't had a chance to watch it yet.
Yeah, I actually got it to drive down the road decently finally, until the battery fell over.
Oh.
Yes. Oh, I was just going around the block, so why do I need to tie down the battery?
Yeah, I'm kind of guilty of not having a battery hold down in the Charger, my truck, and Dart.
Well, I was doing okay until I tried to do the first gear burnout, and it wheel hopped real bad, and that's when it happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just got to get a new battery now.
I've talked about it in Brian's live, but I've got a special project that I should be able to announce in about a month.
Okay, cool.
I cannot wait.
Really, so are you gonna bring the Charger back to No Name this year?
Oh, definitely. Charger's coming back, and the Cushman in my background is also going to be there.
Is it running yet?
Oh yeah, it's running. I've drove it around my neighborhood a few times.
Cool.
I just put a dual exhaust on it. I still need to do one more thing to really call it finished when it comes to the exhaust, but it's running good, and it is super fun.
Oh, I bet it is.
It's basically a 3 on the tree, 3-speed manual. Super fun.
There you go.
Yes. 440 Cushman.
Might have to extend the frame just a touch.
A little bit, but I should be able to salvage, because the Cushmans actually have a inner structure that holds the motor and transmission assembly. I should be able to take that all the way out and then use that to lengthen the frame.
That would work. What would almost be cool is if you find an old SRT4 neon motor.
Well, four-cylinder Cushman doesn't sound as good as 440 Cushman.
True, but it would still do wheelies with that SRT4.
Oh
motor.
yeah.
Because you only need probably, heck, if you put 100 horsepower on that thing, it'd be probably scary to ride.
My plan is to eventually even have a tunnel ram on that 440, a dual quad tunnel ram 440 Cushman.
Awesome.
in freaking sane, but fun.
Well, see, I got that 318, and I've been kind of going back and forth about maybe finding a go-kart.
Yeah.
And extending the frame and putting that 318 on a go-kart.
That'd be fun.
Oh, that would be a blast.
I thought about honestly doing something like that, but I was trying to think of something unique and crazy and wild.
Mm-hmm.
And the 440 Cushman is definitely it in my book. That was actually my express purpose of buying this one that I have now, is to put that 440 into. But I fell in love with it because it's actually in pretty fantastic original condition.
Yeah,
and I just couldn't do it.
That'd be great for driving around. No Name this year.
Oh, definitely, it's going to be fun. It's going to be really fun. I'm gonna have to have a full tank of gas in there, and then extra gas to go in it, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be probably running out or getting close to it.
You got to talk to Dallas and see if you can take it down the 8th.
Maybe not against anybody aside from.
Well, no. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Just run it down there.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Because it would make awesome video running the Cushman down the 8th.
Oh, yes, it will. I cannot. Honestly, I don't think I've had it faster than about 25, maybe 30. And the top speed on this thing is probably about 45, 50.
It's
So
not.
I would
really
actually love to.
out.
I would love to take it down the track and then just flat out all the way.
That would be pretty cool.
I've got a helmet and everything, so it's all good.
Awesome. That's something I got a couple more things to buy for No Name, and that's a helmet. I'm gonna go ahead and put just a small cage in the truck, just so I can pass tech.
Yeah.
And a trailer. And that's the only 3 things I really need to buy for No Name.
NSB, that is my plan, to drive it to Lambert's in the caravan of cars going from the track to Lambert's. That is my plan, as long as the weather's decent.
It should be. Hopefully, it's about like it was last year. Last year was a little cool at night, but
yeah,
it was nice.
Little cool, but yeah, it was nice.
And I'll be Jeeping again, so I'm sleeping in the back of the Jeep.
You're gonna have a car there this year?
Yeah, Red will be there this year.
Nice.
Even if for some reason it slings a rod or something, I'm still gonna throw it on a trailer and bring it. It will be there, even if it's not running.
Yeah. Yeah, one of the things I wanted to get done with the Charger was before No Name was getting it running better, and this Demon definitely did that. Definitely.
Sweet.
The next thing I wanted to have done before No Name is fixing the exhaust leak, and I'm pretty sure by this coming weekend I should have it knocked out.
Okay. You just putting 3-inch on it?
No, it's I'm still keeping the it's I think it's 2.5 in 2.25 in dual 2.5. I got it backwards. 2.5 in dual 2.25 out.
Okay.
On both sides. So and the Genius is at Meineke. When I put the 440 in, they put too large of a flange on from the pipe to the manifold, and it wouldn't seal. So they put a lead donut gasket in there.
Wow.
Which is not correct for a Mopar.
No.
So I'm pretty sure I've got a good way to get everything sealed back up, and I don't have to cut any pipe. All I have to do is just weld. So
okay.
My plan is to take it off, clean up the surface, and then just weld a 2.5-inch flange onto the oversized flange, like all the way around, so it doesn't leak.
Okay.
And then just bolt it back up. I do not see any reason why that wouldn't work.
Yeah, it should.
So I'm looking forward to not hearing an exhaust leak on the Charger for the first time in years. I've just been lazy with it. Every time I crank it up, it's like, man, I wish that wasn't there, and then I just don't think about it.
Yeah, whenever I did that freeze plug on the truck, I really didn't want to, take the header off because the headers are sealed.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to pull the header, so that's why I went ahead and bought that tool and everything, and that worked really well. Because you can get all kinds of weird angles with that installation tool.
Nice.
And it still goes in there nice and straight. Because when I first put the Aspen together, I didn't have any exhaust leaks. And then I had to change the converter, and I took it to a shop to have it done. Well, they took off the passenger side header, and it never sealed again.
Oh, man.
Never. I mean, I went and got new gaskets and everything and sanded down both, the exhaust ports and the header, put it back on, and never did seal again.
Man.
I don't know if they torqued it down wrong and it twisted the header or something.
Had to have tweaked it some.
Did something to it. But it never, I always had an exhaust leak on the passenger side after that.
Yeah. I can't wait to get the exhaust fixed on my Charger, because having duals coming out both sides of the car really is an interesting sound.
Yes.
And I can't really hear that when I have a massive exhaust leak at the motor.
Right.
I can hear it a little bit, but it's kind of overpowered.
Yeah. Well, what I plan on doing, now that I got the truck close and I can drive it, I'm going to take it up 3rd Street and have them, because I got mufflers back in front of the rear end now with just turn downs. And I'm going to have them come up over the rear end now that it's lowered and everything, and stick it right out the back, just even with the back bumper.
That's what I really need to do with my 1970 pickup, is have them either turning out and going and dumping outside the body in front of the tires, or just going straight out the back, because there's not really it's kind of droning inside the cab. So
yeah, they do.
Definitely. If I had known that dumping the exhaust right there would cause that droning, I never would have done it right there.
Right. I mean, it's not too bad when you're cruising around town, but if you want to get out on the highway, it'll give you a headache.
Well, on mine, it's really just idling that it really reverberates inside the cab. It's kind of on the back burner because it does sound good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can do that if you got like what I got on the truck. I got the ball and socket for the headers, and those seal really well. I've seen that done very badly. Very badly.
I was going through my storage building, and I found something that I completely forgot I had. I have it 8 3/4. I completely forgot about it. It's a 8 3/4 sure grip, clutch type.
Nice.
It's. I remembered when I got it because I picked up 2 at the same time. One of them's actually in my Charger right now. This one I didn't use. One of the top half of it is kind of chewed up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually pushed the metal in around the bolts a little bit, and it makes it difficult to get some of the bolts out. I don't see any cracking. I thought about having that piece Magnaflux to see if there was any cracks, or if it was just deformed metal. I'm
Right.
pretty sure it's okay. It just doesn't look good.
What's the gear ratio?
It don't have a gear on it right now. It's
Oh, it's
just
just
yeah, it's
okay.
just the trunk itself. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'd have to get new clutches for it and everything. And the bolts are really okay. What I honestly thought about doing was taking the bolts out, finding a drill bit that's the same size as that hole, re-drilling all the way through on some of those holes that have the metal through them a little bit, and that way I
Okay.
have a nice clean smooth hole again, and then figure out something to put it in. I've actually got a 741 chunk housing. I would just have to soak it in vinegar to get all the surface rust off of it.
Yeah. I've been kind of tossing the idea of maybe putting a 323 in the truck because I got a 391 in there now.
Yeah.
Something be a little better driving around with.
Oh yeah, I got 323 in my 1970 and in my Charger, and my Charger I've got that 44 284 cam from Comp Cams in there, and I can cruise down the highway at like 75 miles an hour, and it's right at 3,000 RPM.
That's not bad,
and I love it. My truck, on the other hand, the cam profile that's in that maxes out at like 4,000 or 5,000 RPM. So I'm by about 65 miles an hour, I am out of motor, and I don't like that. So that's why I'm going to put that purple shaft I got at Indy in there to kind of put it to a profile that I'm more happy with.
Gotcha. What size tires are on the truck?
I think it's 235, 75, 15, just truck tires.
So the 31s. So yeah, you are running out of breath.
Yeah, and I don't like that. With the Charger being able to go really as fast as I want to. The truck maxing out at 65 is 65, maybe 70 is no.
Yeah, you might as well have a slant section.
Not happy with that.
Because I had my 81 Dodge with the 4-speed in it. It would hit 70 if it was going downhill with a tailwind.
Yeah, I thought my issue. Well, I had a slant 6 in there originally because that's what the truck came with.
Right.
And that was about the same thing. I was out of motor by about 60, by really about 60. And that was with a 7 1/4 rear end with, I think it was 322 gear or 320 gear or something like that. It was right around the same as the 323 8 3/4. And I was out of motor by about 60. So it just didn't have the right cam in it and everything to really go the speeds I wanted it to.
Yeah. I mean, you got to have just enough power to get. I mean, really, if you just want a cruiser, if you have enough power to hit 80, 85 miles an hour and the gear ratio set up for it, that's all you really need if you're just cruising.
Oh yeah. Well, it's with the 3D3 I got in there now. A 44 284 cam would really be excellent for towing.
Yeah.
I mean, it would have all the power I wanted, and I'd be able, and whenever I'm not towing anything, I could still cruise around and go as fast as I wanted to without having the RPMs crazy high.
Yeah. It'd be kind of cool if you could tow the Charger up with the truck this year.
That's what I was thinking.
That would be awesome.
It would be.
I mean, it's what, 2 hours away.
Yeah, it's just like 2 hours 15 minutes or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
It ain't really bad at all. If I can get the truck working and where I trust it to drive 2 hours pulling the Charger,
yeah,
it's a possibility. But seeing as I would probably be bunking in my truck, probably still going to take my Ram. Because I just get the truck and just lay the seat back.
Right.
Although pulling my Charger with my truck would be really awesome.
That would be a cool look. I've been looking at a couple like mid 80s 2500 or 250s 4-wheel drives,
Yeah.
and if I can swing it, there's one, but the guy still got to send me some video of it running before I drive all the way down to Jackson, Mississippi.
Mm.
It's a good looking truck, but I mean, that doesn't mean nothing if it ain't running right.
Yeah.
He says it runs fine, but I want to see a video before I drive down to Jackson to get something.
Mm-hmm. Something like that. You're driving far. It's honestly, I'd want to have a video of it running too.
Yeah, I mean, before I went and got red, they showed me a video of it running and driving and everything, and that was up in Kentucky where I went and got red at.
Yeah.
And I did the smart thing. I rented a 2500 Ram, a new one, and borrowed somebody else's trailer.
There you go.
And that new Ram, it acted like there wasn't nothing back there behind it.
When I was pulling my Charger going up to No Name, part of it was the trailer I was using was like balanced perfectly, but my Ram did not care that the Charger was back there. I mean, it's a 05 Hemi Ram, and didn't even care one bit it was back there.
That's what I like about my 18. My 18 had the 392 gears in it. It was a Hemi with the 8-speed.
Yeah.
I towed with it, and it was like nothing was back there. That truck was rated for like 10,000 pounds. I was amazed.
Yeah, I think mine's rated pretty high too, because I got the towing package on mine. Actually, it's got the extra coolers and everything. And I want to say when I looked, I was actually able to get a build sheet for it through Chrysler, and I think it said it's supposed to have a 391 gear or a 392 gear or something in it.
Yeah, so it's a single cab though, right?
No, it's a extended.
Oh, that's
cab.
right. That's right. It's the extended cab one, and it's 2-wheel drive.
Yeah,
so you're probably at 8.5. 8,500, somewhere around in there.
Yeah. I'm actually going to see if I can find that email real quick. Because the what Chrysler called the color on that truck is awesome. I just have to see if I can find it.
Yeah, because it's if I remember, it's like a silverish gold color, isn't it?
No, it's a dark red.
Whose truck am I thinking of then? For some reason, I was thinking you had I guess they'd call it like champagne or something, single cab for some reason. Who am I thinking of? So I know you came out and helped me jumpstart red that time in it when the alternator messed up on it.
Yeah, I lost you for a second, but I'm back.
Okay. Yeah, you look like you froze.
There we go. I think I just found it.
What's up, first responder?
Nope, that is for the Avenger.
Let's see, my V6 Ram. After I lowered it, I would get Twisted Mopar saying about his 16.
Yeah.
Mine would get like 25 miles a gallon. And then my 18 4-wheel drive V8 would get around 22 on the highway.
I hadn't really done the math on mine. I've got that little that upper console, but I don't think that's calculating stuff right.
Best way to do it is drive it and figure out the miles. It's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, now I live so close to work now. I don't have to really worry about gas mileage.
Yeah.
You know, I go 6 miles each way to work.
That ain't bad.
No, I just work at the Powerhouse up here in South Haven. I don't have to deal with much traffic. Afternoon traffic's kind of a pain on the state line, but
yeah.
What did you say, Leighton? I know what's faster than any car in the world. Okay, what, Leighton? We're all waiting.
There it is. 392 gear.
392 gear, yeah.
And see, what was the color? There it is. Deep molten red pearl.
Deep molten red pearl.
Deep molten red pearl is what they called that color. When it's all cleaned up, it actually looks really good. That's actually factory paint on there too.
Sweet. So, Leighton, who you cheerleading for? I'm messing with you, man. That's a battle cry out there at the street races. My buddy's car is faster, but he's not in town right now. He's got to work. So how's the Duster coming?
The Dart's coming along really well.
Oh, that's right. It is a Dart, isn't it? The Dart Sport.
I've drove it down to a show down in Batesville Saturday morning.
Okay.
The show off on the square. They had about probably 170, 160 cars there. It was actually a really good show. And drove down there nice. When I got down there, my alternator kind of stopped charging. And but it was weird. It was kind of charging, kind of not. And then when I finally got parked, I popped the hood and my belt got smaller.
Oh, okay.
It was previously damaged from a prior incident when I was leaving Tunica last year.
Mm-hmm.
A stray vacuum line kind of got sucked into the front of the alternator.
Oops.
And smoked the belts a little bit. So they were kind of previously damaged, and I just kept using them because short trips around the house it was perfectly fine, but long trips was kind of made it smaller. The belt actually popped on me in Batesville. I had to have a friend that was actually down there take me to O'Reilly's to grab a couple of belts.
So you get home.
Oh yeah, I changed the belts while I was there and drove it home just fine. But yeah, me and Travis are like what, 5 minutes from each other?
Yeah, 5 or 10,
something like that.
Yeah, you're just not too far from me.
No.
Yeah, you know, Layton's just over past West Memphis there.
Okay.
He's what, 40 minutes away, Layton, on the other side of the bridge.
Yep. I think a long time ago, I sold you a cone type sugar grip. I think long time ago.
Yeah, he came over not too long ago and got the 440. That was in red.
Who did?
Layton. I
Oh,
gave
okay.
Layton my 440.
Nice.
So for his Aspen.
Nice.
Because you got what, a 77 Aspen, isn't it, Layton? Or is it a 79? I know it's not a 78. Oh, and speaking about cars like that, there's like a late 70s, early 80s Buick Skylark 2-door on State Line Road for sale.
Hmm.
I haven't stopped yet. It's like a gold color and they got like 20-inch rims on it.
Hmm.
You know where they have that big yard sale in the summertime on State Line? Just
Not.
right before you get to the new uh housing development there where the road goes into 3 lanes.
Okay.
And guys always got cars out there for sale. It's sitting
Oh
there.
yeah, I was there. I was there one time. There was a bunch of stuff out there. I think I was out there one time.
Yeah, it's like a gold color. I hadn't stopped and looked at it yet. I mean, I'm not big on those Buicks,
Yeah.
but it might be something that if he had the right price on, it might be something good to flip.
Yeah.
But as it looks like, I mean, just driving by, it looks clean. But I mean, if I had something like that, it would definitely have to be do an LS swap on it.
Yeah.
Make it just a cruiser. What's up, Layton?
What's going on? I was eating, or I would have just jumped on here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I didn't know you was that close.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Real
he just
close.
lives down off of Nail Road from me.
Yeah. Real close.
We'll have to.
I don't remember where. I don't remember where I first met you from. I don't remember.
It was on here somewhere.
No, I think it was before YouTube. I may have. I don't know. It's been a while.
I used to go to the streets of Memphis a lot.
I may have been selling something and then we got in touch that way, or saw you at O'Reilly's or something like that.
There's no
That's how
telling.
I met you. I bought that intake off you. You were
Intake?
on Facebook. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think it was Edelbrock Torker 440. I think.
Yeah. Yeah, you had it listed on Marketplace.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll talk for a minute. There's something going on in the house. I'll be right back.
All right. So what do you got going on?
Oh, nothing much today. I just been cleaning up the yard and got to pull the bed off my truck again. Put the Aspen on jack stands. Looked over it. Make sure there wasn't no major rust.
Yeah.
It looked good.
I had to put my charger on ramps when I got home. As got to get the exhaust off to try to stop an exhaust leak.
I hate exhaust leaks, man.
Well, this isn't just a leak that just happened. This is a leak because the geniuses at Meineke couldn't do their job right.
That's right, of course.
Yeah. Oversized flange. Yeah, it was an oversized flange going up to the factory manifold, so I can fix it.
Okay, crisis avoided.
All good?
Yeah, all good. Man, it's getting dark.
Yeah. It's nice still seeing a little bit of light outside at almost 8 o'clock.
Yeah. So, Leighton, you got any more done on the 440?
I got
I got every dog in the neighborhood barking.
I got the cam out, looked at all it, and I gotta find a socket to fit that rear main, them 12-point bolts in the back,
Oh, okay, yeah.
so I can pull the crank and pistons out.
I think I had a 12-point socket that I used specifically to take out those rear main cap bolts. I don't
can't
even know
remember
where
what it is.
I don't even know where it is right now. I'd have to get me a 12-point socket set.
I think they're 5/8, aren't they? It's been a long time since I messed with
No,
these.
I'm
it's
talking about
a,
on the steel. It's like a
It's
10
like a
millimeter.
7/16 or something like that. It's like a 7/16 or 3/8 bolt.
Oh,
bolt
okay.
head. I want to say it's a 3/8. It's a 12.3/8.
Oh, okay. At least it's not something weird to come across.
Yeah. All I know is on the two big blocks that I've built, I got the silicone side seals. So I think 440 source sells them. I got those silicone side seals, and so far I haven't had any rear main seal leaks, so that's good.
That's a bonus.
Yeah, something I always worry about, the having a rear main seal leak after you put everything back together.
Yeah, that's the thing, because it's either pull the whole motor or pull the transmission. You got one of the two choices.
Yeah.
He's throwing a fit to get on here.
Oh, you wanted to be on the live, huh? Well, say hi.
Say hi.
You sit there and say hi.
Say
That's as good as we get, huh? Oh, and a laugh.
He's overly tired and needs to go to bed.
Yep. Sound like me. Overly tired, need to go to bed.
Yeah, all I gotta do is get the crank and pistons out. Then we're gonna just mic the crank and just make sure we got the right bearings.
Okay.
And stop. And get the bearings and gaskets ordered and start going back together with it.
Probably don't even need to hone those cylinders, do you?
We're gonna just like lightly scuff them, I guess, or lightly
Mhm.
touch them before we go back in with it. But we're not gonna like do it real hard or nothing. It don't need nothing
Right.
serious.
Yeah, because it still has a
It ain't even
crosshatch
got
on
a,
it.
it ain't even got a lip on the cylinder wall at the top.
Yeah, I don't think that motor had very many miles on it.
Nah.
That's how the 440 was in my Charger when I built it. When I got the heads off and looked at it, it had barely even any kind of ring ridge to hang your fingernail on. And I think what was there was just carbon. When I rebuilt the 383 in my truck, it actually still had 1969 date coded bearings in it. The backside of the
Wow.
bearings actually had either a 1969 or 1970 date code on them. Pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Obviously, didn't reuse them, but it was still cool.
Yeah, I can't believe that oil pump just went out like that. I ain't never seen one just die
On what?
on the truck. The oil pump just took a shit.
What, on yours?
Yeah, the
Oh,
motor he
okay.
has. And I went, and a buddy of mine, he had a one for his race car. He's like, well, try this one, see if you get oil pressure. I said, all right. So I, did it in the truck and just put the oil pump on it. Oil pressure jumped right up where it was supposed to. So that pump, I have never seen an oil pump just die, one of those old styles just die like that.
Wonder if there was some kind of problem with the safety valve sticking open.
I don't know,
And just tanking the oil pressure.
It could have. I didn't look at it too close. I pulled everything apart and looked at it. There was a couple of scuffs on the relief valve, but I mean, maybe it got stuck in there or something. And
yeah, because I know I had the oil pump I used in my truck was a supposed to be a new old stock Melling high pressure standard volume pump.
Mm-hmm.
I cranked up the motor for the first time. The oil pressure pegged super high and broke my gauge.
Dang.
Ballooned out the filter and just destroyed the filter.
Wow.
I took it apart. There's a little piston or valve or something that was actually frozen. I got it freed up. I reinstalled it. Everything's fine.
Okay, so it wasn't relieving any pressure.
Yeah, it wasn't relieving any pressure at all. So in your case, it could have been the exact opposite. The relief valve was stuck open all the way, and it was just any oil pressure that you were building was just bypassing and then just dumping back in the pan.
Right. But I mean, I got in there and I pushed on that piston and stuff, and it moved freely. It seemed like, but
odd.
I don't know. But that gave Leighton a 440 for his Aspen.
Yep.
All he's got to do is do some welding for me.
We'll get it.
Cool. Well, I think I'm gonna tap out, Travis. I got some things to do before I get to bed for work in the morning.
Yep, I'm gonna tap out here in about 8 minutes. I like to do these for about an hour.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get eat up a little bit out here. These mosquitoes are starting to come out.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that word.
But I'll see you later, Travis.
Well, thanks for jumping on live. Good to see you, man.
All right, good to see you, and good to meet you too, Leighton.
You too. We'll see you.
All right, we'll see you
later, William. Ford with the Chevy stuff. So you just want headache on top of headache?
I can't say nothing. I got 2 Chevrolets and 2 Dodges out there.
Well, at least with Chevrolet, it's cheap headaches.
Sometimes.
No, it used to be. I don't know about any more of it. Chevrolet used to be a dime a dozen. It used to be one of the cheapest cars to build. That's why everybody built them.
Yeah, you can find small block Chevrolets everywhere. You can't find an LS for $200 though.
Not anymore, no.
I can't see where all these people are saying, "Oh, I got an LS for $250." Yeah, what'd you trade with it?
Right. Well, that's the same way with Hemis. I mean, I've seen a lot of people. Oh, I got this other junkyard for $500. I haven't seen a single Hemi that doesn't have either a cracked block or completely taken apart in the junkyard. I haven't seen a complete Hemi.
When I look through the U-Pull-It here, about an hour away from the house, I always go down the Dodge section and look for a Hemi. Is there everyone there? It's a blowed up 5.7, or it's got all the parts robbed off
Yeah.
of it.
Now, the only one I've seen was in a Commander. Man, I guess people don't pay attention to Jeep Commanders, but they have 5.7s in them. But what a lot of these U-Pull places do is when they get a Hemi in, since they are such a price, everybody's trying to get them, they'll go ahead and pull them. They pull
sell
them
'em
before they put
online.
them on the lot and then put them on eBay. Because they make more money that way. Because, I mean, if you look at the price list, you're supposed to be able to get a V8 for like $600 out of a junkyard.
500 here.
You know what I'm
$100
saying?
But
But
yeah, it says V8
But it-
$500. But
Yeah.
good luck.
but if you go on eBay, a 5.7 dropout is $3,500. So I mean, I don't blame them for that, but shit, I like to
Yeah,
hear junkyard Hemi dropping something.
I can get a 6-liter LS motor, transmission, wiring harness, ECU for like 3,500. I think it is.
Mm-hmm. I've been looking at 6.4s and stuff, and they're like anywhere between 6,000 and 8,000.
Junkyard D. We just messing with them. Junkyard D. If you ever see my 4-wheeler I had, you would think, how many pieces of scrap metal did you use to put this thing together?
Hold on a second, guys. Sorry, I was getting my coffee delivered. Oh, here's a coffee cup you'd like.
Yeah. Yeah, that 4-wheeler I had, it was a like a 94 CBR 600.
Well, that's about typical. I mean, those older rat rods, they had a lot of small block Chevys because they were plentiful. And I mean, you can bolt them in about anything. I've seen a lot of 30s cars with small block Chevys and a turbo 350 in them. That's pretty standard build. Hey, Brian's here. Well, we're coming up on the 1 hour mark. So might need to get off here because I need to start getting ready to go to bed.
Before my kid got loud. There he is again.
Anybody want a cat? I got 6 of them. Free. I might even send some free cat food with them. But like I was saying, it's coming up on that 8 o'clock time, so I think I'm gonna sign off here, Layton.
Yeah, me too. I gotta get this kid to bed.
Yeah, he seems like he's upset.
But we'll catch you next time.
Yeah, it's good seeing you, man. Like I said, guys, I'm gonna get off here. Thanks everybody for showing up. I appreciate it. These are probably gonna be the only videos for a while because, like I said, I'm working to death. I might do another video of the truck when I get because I'm gonna put a new starter in it because I used the starter from the 440. So I'm gonna get a Dakota starter out of like a 98, 99. But that ain't because they're high torque. They're a gear reduction starter. They work great and they're cheap. So I'm gonna get one of those, put a starter in it, and put the battery in it and the battery tie down, and then I'll do another drive video. So that'll be coming in the next few weeks. And I'll catch you all later. I can get off here and get ready to go to work tomorrow. Take it easy, guys. I appreciate everybody here. Go turn some wrenches, guys. Later.